Hello and welcome back to another vintage haul video, and this one is dedicated to jewelry. Now, in a previous vintage haul video, I had purchased a lot of vintage jewelry, which also included some antique pieces, including a 1930s beautiful long necklace, 1920s beaded necklace, and also this, and I'll insert the picture, Trifari seahorse brooch. Well, they came in again and got another really amazing lot of pieces, and I found out a little bit more about the owner as well. So if you're interested in hearing about some of the pieces we got and a little bit about the owner, keep watching. Now you'll immediately notice that one of these things is not like the other, and we'll get to that one. But in the first bag, we already have some older pieces. Now this is a really beautiful brass belt. I'm pretty sure it's brass and just painted that gold color. But how gorgeous is that filigree, and it's very lightweight, which is really interesting. Normally you would expect these to be a little bit heavier. Then we move on to something that I've never come across before. I know they have obviously existed, but I've never had one myself, and that is one of these novelty twin picture brooches. Now, this is on the card upside down, but if you flip it and you slide the little flowers up, you can see the pictures inside, and they are beautifully set in there. I think these are celebrities. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out who that is. How cool is this brooch, and the fact that it came on its original card as well. So cool. Now, as for this piece right here, again, I am not a jewelry expert. Oh no! Now, this is the piece that I was really excited about when I saw it, and it is another 1950s Trifari piece, and this is from what I believe was called their Sorrento collection, and it has what's called baby teeth faux pearls, and they're called that because of this really interesting and unique shape. Now, I did find this piece actually documented in one of Trifari's ads, and I'll post it right here. But absolutely stunning piece. And if you see it closely, these rhinestones are a little bit darkened. A lot of sellers have called them black rhinestones or dark rhinestones. I'm not sure if that's what the original intent was, or if it's just the darkening that happened with these over time. Now, if you remember the seahorse brooch I had from the amazing original owner the last time, that has already sold. I've seen a few of these up online, and I've never seen one of these before, and it's really cool to see it in person. So I'm going to get ready to get this listed, but I also want to enjoy it and photograph it and just document it while I can. But I'm really excited to have this beautiful piece walk through my doors. Now this one is really something, and it's very, to me, Egyptian reminiscent with, I feel like this is real lapis. I'm not positive. Feels heavier. It doesn't have any of those weird gold flecks. So don't quote me. I'm going to do some more testing on that. But this brass ball chain, and you can see just the ornate little flowers around this lapis, and how cool is this clasp. Absolutely gorgeous, amazing details. And I'm not positive of the age of this one. Now, I see a lot more of these brass ball pieces with the 1940s, but I do know that they were used in also around the 1900s and 1920s. just the style of it leads me to think this is closer to the 20s, because I know that's when they had that big Egyptian revival. So again, another one I'm going to do a little bit more research on, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Do some more little tests on this, but how stunning. I've now started to dig into a bag of vintage clip-on earrings, and we run the gamut of different styles, rhinestones, little pins. I did find a pair of vintage Celro Cellini earrings, and that is a name I am familiar with, and has this really beautiful kind of a hot pink type cabochon. I love it. And these aren't stamped from what I can find, but I don't know, something about those really got me. I love the colors and the pattern. They look to be handmade. Again, got a lot of really beautiful costume pieces in this mix. Have to do a little bit more research on all of these pieces. I mean, just really unique finds. So I am going to also go through these, separate the sell, anything that's signed, and get these ready to put out. I also love these clip-ons that are supposed to imitate pierced ears, because they have that kind of pointed, almost, it's not sharp, but it's very blunt at the top, and it's supposed to look like you have a piercing. I really love those. They're all very simple, which I appreciate. Really, some great beautiful pieces. And I have to zoom in on this particular pair. Just look at those colors. They are to die for. So this is one I got really excited about, and it is this insane rhinestone and enamel parrot. And just for reference, this is my hand. This is how big this piece is. Now it's unsigned. It's just a piece of fashion costume jewelry, but it's heavy, and I have fallen in love with it. So for sure this is one I'm keeping, just because I think it's absolutely glorious. It's random, it's beautiful, and I'm obsessed with it. But as we look around at some of these other brooches, we have this little brass one that is kind of a very geometric, steampunky version of a clock, and it has the arms dangling at the bottom. It looks like they used real clock pieces to make that, so artisan made. And we have this beautiful little sweater brooch with, looks like, is that like a Dutch milkmaid and little milkman. Really cute. Their tummies have just that red little stone. This one I thought was hilarious. It's a little ballerina brooch, gold tone. But what I love about it is the skirt is on a hinge, and you can pull it up, not to be pervy, but let's see if I can get this to move up a little bit. But you can push it up a bit to give the skirt some more dimension and fluff. How cool is that? Never seen one like that before, but I love ones that you can move around. You can probably tell I'm a little discombobulated looking through all these, because I haven't gotten a chance to take a super close look at them. I briefly glanced at them and just decided I knew I wanted a lot of these. So I'm just admiring them as I go, so I'm a little bit of a loss for words with some of them. We also just have a little bit of costume pieces, a little rhinestone angel pin, have this ribbon with this little collar pin in it as well. It looks like it is sterling silver. Don't like to polish those up because I think the patina just adds to the beauty of it, and I leave it up to the next owner whether or not they want to polish that up. Then we come to this gorgeous beauty, and it looks like some kind of bird. I don't think it's a sparrow. Maybe it's another parrot. It actually kind of looks like another parrot. And I don't believe this is backlight, but look at that beautiful salmon color. I think this one's from the 1940s. Has these little amber rhinestones. Some are missing, but still equally as gorgeous. So you see a little bit of a theme with this one. You have wings, birds. I'm gonna have to name this gorgeous parrot. I'm gonna have to come up with a really good name. Now this next batch is a little bit of a mix of everything. We have just a random little costume brooch. It's really cool, very bohemian, vacation vibes. Shell necklace with little wood beads. Some fake pearl necklaces. This one does have a sterling silver clasp, which I thought was really wonderful. And to keep going with that bird theme, have this really beautiful, and I believe this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's silver based on the weight, but it's another bird. How gorgeous is that? And then I found this other pendant, and it's gold tone, and I think that might be, I'm not sure if that's a real jade stone, but a gorgeous, gorgeous pendant. It was kind of tucked behind this brooch in the bag, so I actually didn't see that until now. But I'm really digging the bird theme. I love just the weight of a lot of these pieces. Now, the camera cannot show you all of the beautiful colors on this, but this is definitely a little bit of a different vibe. A lot of carved wood necklaces. We have elephants, more elephants, tiger, absolutely gorgeous pieces, and this amazing wood confection. Now, this little batch leads me to some of the information that I found out about the original owner, and she is still very much alive. Just going through some pieces while she has control over where they go. And the gentleman that brought them in, it's actually not the son, and I don't know why, I just assumed he was, but he actually worked with her, and she was the executive director at our state hospital. So she was a nurse, and he said she was very well traveled, which I think you can definitely see in a lot of her pieces. They show such tremendous style and variation of style, which I appreciate immensely. But even this green wood necklace, and I'm not sure what material this is. I'm pretty sure this is painted wood as well, but so unusual, so unique, and you can definitely tell how her travels influenced her sense of style. Now I do have this little gathering of beads. These are all separate little necklaces that I have to untangle, but that is a project for another day. How gorgeous. Just have a give a little close-up of the colors on this pendant just for good measure. It's the next day, and I am continuing to go through these glorious pieces, and the next is this beautiful 1950s delicate coral necklace. Sorry, I've got a little bit of the sniffles today. And there are a few pieces have broken off in the bag, which is normal for how delicate these pieces are. But I absolutely love the simplicity of this necklace and just how gorgeous the color is. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's continue. I'm really excited for this next bag, and you can see why. So look at the colors in this bag. So we have, feels like a glass cameo necklace. And I think I saw at one point a stamp on here somewhere. Lost it, but I'm pretty sure this is a Sarah Coventry piece. It's amazing how much weight this has with it, but look at the beautiful portrait on that. Zoom in and take a little bit more of a look. Ugh. it looks like clear blue ocean water. That one is stunning. Now we also have some gold tone rhinestone bracelets from Avon. Pretty sure these are from, I want to say they could be from the 80s or 90s. They look more contemporary than a lot of these pieces. Have this stunning shades of blue dragonfly brooch. And just by the makeup of this appears to probably be from either the 60s or 70s. Ugh, the blue colors are gorgeous. And then we have here this stunning Art Deco inspired enamel brooch with a little butterfly. Now I can't find a stamp on this yet, so I'm going to do a little bit more research. But how beautiful is this? I mean, look at the little curl detail on her hair. I love these 1920s inspired pieces. And the colors, the orange. This is absolutely magnificent and stunning. Now in here we have a little bag of some gold tone jewelry. Let's see what they look like. This little faux pearl and gold tone necklace, I think, is what I got this confused with, because this one is a Sarah Coventry. Can't see it quite, but it's on the little tag right there. I love these dainty gold pieces. They sell really well. I love to layer them and show people how you can kind of create your own look with those. And then we have just this gold tone chain right here. And I don't believe this is real gold at all, just costume jewelry. But again, look at these pieces layered. Be stunning. Now this next necklace is a little tangled, but I wanted to show all the pieces of material and stone that are included in this necklace. And I believe this necklace was from the 70s. And if I zoom in, you see a lot of these beads. I'm pretty sure some of these pieces might be jade. Again, I'm not a gemologist, but some of these are, I believe, semi-precious stones mixed in here. Ugh. I mean, the colors on this are absolutely amazing. And just these little pieces of stone are so beautiful. Has this leather rope cording. I'm not even sure what this material is. Is it some kind of wood? I don't know. Again, this is one that I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on. Ugh. Absolutely gorgeous. Now finally, we are going to tackle this bag of brooches, my favorite thing ever. Let's dive in. Now first up, we have these beautiful warm colors. Now I looked at these ones so far and they didn't seem to have any stamps on them, but again, I'm going to have to go back and look at them a lot more carefully. How beautiful. Very, is that more of a garnet color, gold tone, hefty weight. This one, I believe, is a little bit older. I want to say this one is maybe the 40s. The stones are very similar to this, and I know this one's from the 60s, but I really do think this one's a little bit earlier than that. And this one is definitely earlier than that. This one could be from the 30s. Zoom in a little bit on there. Look at that patina and the foliage. Ugh. How gorgeous are these? Look at the colors. So vibrant. I'm just drooling looking at some of these Ugh. All right, let's move on to the next batch. Now onward to this batch of beauties. And this one stuck out to me immediately because of the really bold colors, and it's a very unique style. Now, when I was talking to the gentleman that is helping her go through and sell these pieces, I complimented her on her style. I said that that's one of the things that stuck out to me the most, is that she has a very pronounced sense of style. And he kind of laughed, and I think he was trying to be polite, but he said that she was very eccentric and still has that eccentricity within her still, but it's obviously worked out well in my favor because I get to enjoy all of the really beautiful pieces that she has. This little light icy blue gold tone floral brooch. This one is missing a few stones. I don't believe this one was signed. Really beautiful colors. I don't know if I have any stones that would match this. I need to kind of build up my arsenal a little bit. But then this one, when I first saw it, I knew it more than likely was a signed piece. And as I turned it around, it indeed is. Let's see, where is that little stamp? There it is. And I don't have my glasses on, but I'm pretty sure that is a Coro signed piece. And again, this one is missing at least one stone. So kill two birds with one stone, or two brooches with one colored stone, and I can get these replaced. But being that, again, I'm not a connoisseur of fine or costume jewelry, you do begin to pick up a little bit on brooches that, just upon first glance, are way more unique in style and content. So that one definitely stuck out to me right away. I'm so excited. I dumped out the bag and I found a little stone, and I'm hoping it's to one of those. So I'm pretty sure that one went to this Coro piece, but it keeps falling out. It looks like at some point in time, these rhinestones were coated with almost like an adhesive. I don't know if they kept coming out or if that was part of the original design, but I'm pretty sure it's the missing stone to this one. Now, last but not least are these stunning beauties. Of course, I love myself a good rhinestone brooch. This one is no exception, and the fact that it has these little dangly droplets. Again, for the holidays, New Year's, this is going to be beautiful. Now, I've been having a lot of people coming in the store, and I have a bone to pick with holiday and New Year's themed parties, because every year I get a rush of people in looking for 1920s themed outfits for these parties, and many of them come in wanting authentic 20s pieces, which I do have authentic 20s pieces, but I will never let anybody else touch them. But it's notorious hard to find because you get the kind of costumey flapper dresses, which is what everybody thinks of. But when I look at this brooch, I think if you're going to do a 1920s theme, wrap like a black ribbon in your hair and pin this on, and it's a beautiful little 1920s inspired flapper headpiece. So if you're watching and you're looking for kind of a do-it-yourself 20s theme, brooches, 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 that is going to be your best bet. This one almost looks like a snowflake, and I really love any brooch with these pear-shaped stones. Again, I didn't see upon first glance, I don't think any of these were signed. Oh, and then we have this beauty that I'm pretty sure these are paste stones. I'm pretty sure this one is from the 30s. And if we move down to this glorious, glorious brooch, this one is from the 1940s. And what I love about 1940s jewelry and brooches are that they're very military inspired. You pin this on, you know, your beautiful Joan Crawford-esque blazer, and it almost looks like a military medal. Now, as I zoom in, you can see that it is missing one of the stones right here. But since I have a couple of pieces in this lot that need a little bit of repair, I am going to head online, and there are a couple of sellers on Etsy that I like to buy vintage rhinestones and pieces to repair different things on. So when I do, I'll post that in the description to let you know where I purchase those from if they have what I'm looking for. I hope you enjoyed this little video about my latest vintage jewelry haul, and I'm really excited to have learned a little bit more about the original owner. Again, am hoping one of these days I will get to meet her. I don't think they will be back in until sometime in December, but until then, I get to spend a little bit more time with these beauties, getting cleaned up, restored, and into the hands of their new owners who are going to write their own stories with them. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.